I have been waiting to try this fragrance. It's called Toy Boy. I believe the brand name is Moschino, something like that. And it's the bear. The bottle is shaped like a bear. It's so cute. But shout out to Connor, by the way, my subscriber, for hooking me up with a sample of it. He owns this fragrance in his collection. And for the past couple years, people have been asking me to try this fragrance. So let's see if I'm about it or not. All right. Floral, like rose. It smells like rose. This is not what I expected this fragrance to smell like. It smells pretty feminine. I like it. Yeah, wow. With a name like Toy Boy, I was expecting kind of like a more masculine type of fragrance, but if you did not tell me the name of this scent at all, I would think this is a fragrance for women. It's like a strong rose scent, but not a synthetic type of rose. I mean, there is some sort of like jamminess to it. Before, I used to not really know what people meant when they said it smells a bit jammy, but now thinking about it, it's like, how am I going to explain this smell to people? It's not syrupy. There's a touch of sweetness to it, but there's a little bit of like a thickness with the floral. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like tell you what like a jammy rose would smell like, but yeah, it's just kind of like a little bit of this sweet rose smell. The closer I get to it, the less I kind of like it. It smells a little bit, is it incense or just a touch smoky on my skin right now? I'm not really with it. In the air, I think it smells nice, but this is definitely not at all what I thought something called Toy Boy would smell like. It is very feminine, in my opinion. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they marketed this as a unisex fragrance. This is definitely something that I feel a lot of people would have similar reactions to when they see the name of the scent and then they actually smell it. But as for the actual scent itself, it's not that bad. But it's still not my favorite. You know, it's still not a scent that I smelled it and I'm going nuts over it, or it's really just drawing me in. You saw what I did, maybe like 3 to 4 sprays on my wrist right here. Yeah, the closer I get to it, I'm getting this sort of incense smell. That's kind of reminded me of church, and I'm not with it. I typically have not really found a scent with incense that I truly enjoy. There's been things like Sultan by Royal Crown that have it a little bit in the background, and it is likable. But when it's too prominent to my nose, I just get put off. But again, that's me, all right? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion with that. On you, this might smell fantastic, but for me, I'm picking up rose and some incense, a little bit of sweetness here, and I feel like the incense is kind of throwing it off a little bit. Like, yeah. It's like the more I'm smelling it, the less I'm liking it. You know, I did like the way that the rose smelled in the beginning, and if it kind of kept to that as it started to dry down, maybe I'd like this fragrance a little bit more, but I feel like this would definitely get nauseating on a warm day. I think spraying a lot of this during the summertime would piss a lot of people off, especially if you wear this in a car ride. It can be something that can be nauseating if you do a lot of sprays of it. But I do think this would be somewhat of a nice, like a springtime-ish scent. Even in the fall, I think you can pull this, even in the winter, to be honest. I just don't really see this as a summery scent, as it can just skew to be too sweet and just not like too much, for instance. But I think that if you wear this in cold weather, I think that it would shine nicer. Again, that's just my opinion with it. Yeah, the more I put it to my nose, the less I like it. I kind of like it just talking to you like this, and my wrists are right here by my legs, and it's not bad. Now, I will say that it doesn't seem to be really projecting that much, which is why you kept seeing, come on now. You kept seeing me put my wrist to my nose, like just kind of see if I can smell anything more than that, because this is not really a powerful scent. I'm gonna do it again. I'm liking it less and less. maybe it's my skin chemistry with it, y'all. Maybe I'm just like I'm smelling it too deep with it. But yeah, there's just like a little bit of this smokiness that I am not liking. Everything else I like, but there's one note that's just throwing it off for me. And I can't put my finger on it because I didn't look at what the notes of this fragrance were. Because whenever I do these first impression videos, I want it to be as authentic as possible. Because if I already read the notes and then I do a first impression, what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be trying to find the notes that I read in what I'm smelling. And I don't want to do that. I want to do it blind, you know? So, okay, it's becoming a little bit more tolerable, but no, I don't like it. I don't really like it. If you guys want to see a full review of it, I can do that. All right, I'll let you know how long the longevity of it is, and if you want a better note breakdown of it, sure, I can provide that video for you. But just let me know in the comment section below, okay? But anyways, let me know what you think of Toy Boy, if it's something in your daily rotation. If you kind of thought it's similar to myself, where it just skews much more feminine. But yeah, just this threw me for a whirlwind. I did not expect this fragrance to smell the way that it did with a name like that. But again, Connor, thank you so much for sending over a sample. And if y'all have any other fragrances you want me to try, because I do get messages saying, can you try this fragrance? And I can send you a sample of it. Just DM me on Instagram. All that information is in the description box below. And I'd be more than happy to do these type of reviews, okay? Anyways, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.